Retirement is one word that often signals the end of something. But what if we flipped the script and saw it as an exciting beginning? A doorway to freedom, self-discovery, and finding what truly makes us happy. The usual deal says we grind away until a certain age before we get to savor life. But guess what? With some smart planning and saving, you can kick off retirement much earlier than what society says. So today, we're unpacking 8 rock-solid reasons why jumping into early retirement should be right up there on your to-do list. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Delaying retirement may cost more than time. Think about it this way. Putting off retirement might not seem like a big deal. But hold up, let's break it down. Say you're 55. Stats say you've got a 50-50 shot at enjoying another 28 summers. If your partner's the same age, there's a flip of a coin chance of sharing 21 of those summers. But here's the kicker. How many of these summers will you both feel tip-top? These are the golden years, the ones where you're healthy and firing on all cylinders. They're precious, right? Pushing retirement back just a bit might unknowingly eat into this valuable time. Each summer is a chance to live it up, follow your passions, and make memories. Time's not infinite, and health? Well, it's unpredictable. That's why it's smart to make the most of the years when you're at your peak, physically and mentally. Choosing to work longer? It's got to be a thoughtful call. Sure, you gain more time, but you got to weigh that against how much you'll enjoy those years. It's not just about the clock ticking. It's about making those years count. Retiring when you're in top form can make your life way more fulfilling during these precious years. Number 2. Choosing time over money. Lots of us have been hustling for a good while now, making sure our future finances are in good shape. Money-wise, we're on point. But here's the thing. Time isn't like money. You can't stock up on more of it. It's a one-time deal. As we think about retiring, the idea of working longer to pad our savings might cross our minds. Sure, a bit more time working could beef up those accounts. A solid return each year can double our savings in a decade. But hold up, time doesn't wait around. There comes a moment when we gotta say, that's enough. We need to check how much time's left and make the most of it. It's a trade-off, right? Working longer might make our bank accounts flourish, but what about the promises we made to ourselves and our loved ones about retiring? Picture having all this wealth but not being able to enjoy it because of unexpected health problems. None of us have a crystal ball for how much time we've got. It's a limited resource. So, is it worth sacrificing some cash for the chance to enjoy the time we do have? We've seen folks in retirement, and guess what? Many of them wish they'd retired earlier. When they finally take the plunge, there's this sense of relief and contentment. Number 3. Building meaningful lives through relationships. You know, building and nurturing relationships? That takes time, no doubt. At this stage, many of us find ourselves in this spot where we've got aging parents or grown-up kids, maybe even grandkids, who could use our support. Being there for family, especially when they need us, can make a world of difference. Whether it's pitching in with the grandkids or helping our parents through their next phase in life, having family around can make those tough journeys a bit smoother. The real magic of life? It's all about the connections we build, the memories we make, and the support we give each other. Sure, making more money is an option, but time? That's not something we can just conjure up. Prioritizing these relationships adds so much richness to our lives. It's not just about feeling good. It's about being there for the ones who mean the most. Granted, not everyone can swing this kind of support, but for those who can, it's often one of the most fulfilling experiences. Giving a hand to family and friends? That's what makes life meaningful. Number 4. Transforming workplace stress into wellness. You know, sometimes we're so used to our jobs that we don't even notice how much stress they pack in. Even if we're nailing our tasks, that stress is still hanging around. It might not feel like a big deal because we've been at it for a while, but it's there, creeping up on us. Think of it like the frog in the boiling water story. The heat goes up slowly, and the frog doesn't realize until it's too hot. Our work stress can be like that, sneaky and building up without us noticing how much it's affecting us. But here's the deal. Dialing down that stress is like turning down the heat. It gives us a shot at a longer, healthier life. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about securing more healthy time down the road. Take a second to figure out how you can make your work life less of a stress zone and more enjoyable. Maybe it's about setting boundaries, managing time smarter, or finding ways to handle pressure better. Small tweaks can make a huge difference in how we feel overall. It's all about making those little changes that lead to big improvements in our well-being. Number 5. Overestimating your financial goal. You know how it goes. We set a financial target, let's call it X dollars, and find ourselves at about 80% of that goal. Now, the big question pops up. Is it worth pushing for another 5 years just to hit that 100% mark? Humans are pretty adaptable creatures. Our plans might have these specific spending targets, but it's crucial to stop and think, could we tweak things a bit and retire sooner? Now, I'm not diving into financial advice tailored to individuals here, but for many folks, getting close enough might be okay. Financial plans, they're built on assumptions, things like tax rates and life expectancy. But as retirement gets closer, these factors get fuzzier. So when you're almost there, it might just be reasonable to say, hey, this is close enough. We can make it work. It's a sneaky trap, though, the one more year syndrome. You feel like staying on the job for just one more year will do wonders for your retirement plan. But the truth is, there's always going to be another reason to work that extra bit longer. And let's face it, those extra years at work, they can really wear you down. Here's the scoop. Waiting for the perfect financial scenario? It's like waiting for a unicorn. We're never completely ready to retire. Sometimes, being close enough is good enough. Choosing to retire when you're financially comfortable? That could lead to a way more fulfilling and less stressful retirement experience. Number 6. Crafting a new chapter of life. Entering a new phase of life after years of hard work and shouldering hefty responsibilities brings something special. Freedom. It's like stumbling upon this rare gem, right? Suddenly, we're in this space where we can finally be a tad selfish. And guess what? That's totally okay. For the first time in what feels like forever, since maybe we were 18, we've got this chance to explore our interests without all those heavy responsibilities. It's a blank canvas waiting to be painted. One of the common things folks cherish in this newfound freedom is travel. But hey, let's be real. Travel might not be everyone's go-to thing. It can be thrilling yet unsettling, pushing us out of our comfort zones. For some, it's a full-time gig, but for many, it's a periodic treat, maybe 8 to 10 weeks a year instead of a year-round thing. Beyond travel, there's a whole universe of things to do with this newfound time and energy. It's like a buffet of possibilities. Developing hobbies, getting involved with organizations, or simply soaking up quality time with family. Remember when we talked earlier about finding what excites you? Retirement isn't just the end of a chapter, it's a brand new beginning. It's this chance to dive into what brings you joy and fulfillment. Number 7. Moving the goalposts again. You'd think reaching those retirement milestones, like hitting that $1 million or $2 million mark, would mean smooth sailing into retirement, right? But here's the twist. Some retirees, even after hitting these goals, don't retire as planned. The expected calmness and certainty about the future? They might not kick in. It can feel like nothing much has changed. So what happens next? People start shifting those goalposts. Suddenly, it's like they need to double the original goal or postpone retirement for that extra sense of certainty and peace of mind. This whole song and dance of constantly moving financial goals, it's like being stuck on a hamster wheel, the hedonic treadmill. You adapt to success, and suddenly there's this never-ending hunger for more. Here's the real deal. We've got to be aware of this treadmill and resist the urge to keep shifting those goalposts endlessly. Picture this. Running on that treadmill till the end and feeling unfulfilled. That's not what retirement's about. Breaking free from this cycle is tough, no doubt. But here's the kicker. Needlessly shifting those goalposts shouldn't be the reason to delay retirement. We've got the power to reset those goals. In many cases, we're the only ones standing in the way of our retirement. Number 8. Entrepreneurial pursuits. Choosing to retire early and dive into entrepreneurship opens doors to turning passions into profitable ventures. It's not just about stopping work. It's a chance to pivot towards personal dreams. Starting your own business brings the freedom to get creative, explore new ideas, and create something that truly matters. Entrepreneurship after retirement? It's like breaking free. You get to chart your course using all the skills you've honed over the years, and then turn what you love into a money-making gig. Early retirement gives you a cushion to take risks without relying solely on a steady paycheck. Plus, those years in the workforce? They're a goldmine of experience and connections. They become your secret sauce for launching something new, giving you a leg up with insider knowledge, contacts, and problem-solving chops. But hey, starting a business post-retirement, it's no walk in the park. It takes careful planning, financial stability, and the ability to roll with the punches. It's a journey that demands passion, commitment, and the readiness to learn from every win and stumble along the way. But for those willing to take the plunge, the payoff can be immense. Let us know in the comments what plans you have for retirement. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.